Hi friends. A Hindu, by definition, is one who accepts the authority of Vedas. A Hindu firmly believes that sooner or later, that truth always wins. He believes in Satyamev Jayate. A follower of Hinduism means a person who has right way of life and follow right path of justice. Many believes Many believe following a particular god and rituals ascribed to the god is what is Hinduism, but it is the way of life, and the way of life of the oldest religion goes away beyond a particular god and rituals. If we come to the law, if we come to our act, as per the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, any person who is covered under this act, section 2 of this act, is a Hindu. He is a Hindu in any form, is irrespective of caste and creed. Who is a Hindu? Hindu by birth. A person who has been born to Hindu parents, whose both parents are Hindu, is a Hindu. A person who has been born in a family, that family is a follower of Hindu religion, so that person is a Hindu by religion. Any person, any child born without wedlock or after wedlock in a family who is a follower of Hinduism, he is a follower of Hindu religion and whose both parents are Hindu, is called a Hindu. Or any person who is a convert or reconvert is a Hindu. A person, sometimes he was not a Hindu, but he converted to Hindu, or a person who was Hindu at a time, then converted to some other religion, and then other reconverted to Hindu is a Hindu. When we come to our Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Section 2, subsection 1 of Hindu Marriage Act describes any person who is a Hindu by religion in any of its forms or developments, including a Vairashava, Lingayat, or follower of the Brahmo, Pratna, or Arya Samaj. Any person who is following all these philosophies is a Hindu by religion. Any person who is a Buddhist, Jain, Sikh is a Hindu, as is specified in the Article 44 of the Indian Constitution. कोई भी person जो बुद्धिस्ट है, जैन है, सिख धर्म है और आर्टिकल 44 में जिस तरीके से बताया गया है उसमें कवर होता है, he is a Hindu. Article 44 of our constitution is Article 44 is a uniform civil code, is defined in our constitution. What is this? Directive principle of state policy. It states that it is the duty of a state to secure for citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. Means in whole country, in whole territory of India, we are trying to apply same law, same rights for everyone. We are trying to reduce the differences. We are trying to reduce the rituals and trying to apply same laws and directions for everyone. We have succeeded also. We've abolished Sati Pratha, Bal Vivah long ago, and recently we have taken action on the triple talaq and allowing the entry of ladies in Sabrimala temple also. So this is under our Article 44, Uniform Civil Code for everyone. As per the Section 2, subsection 1, section 2, subsection 1c, to any other person domiciled in the territories to which this act extends, who is not a Muslim, Christian, Parsi, or Jew by religion, unless it is proved that any such person would not have been governed by the Hindu law or by any custom or usage as a part of that law in respect of any of the matter dealt with herein, if this act had not been passed. So any person who is a permanent resident of a territory, who is residing in a territory which is governed under any provision of this Hindu Marriage Act and he is not a Muslim, Christian, or Parsi or Jew by religion. He's a Hindu, unless what he should be covered under this Hindu law or this Hindu Act. This the Act applies to the Hindu outside the territory of India only if such a Hindu is domiciled in the territory of India. The expression Hindu in any portion of this Act shall be constituted as if it included a person who, though not a Hindu by religion, is nevertheless a person to whom this Act applies by virtue of the provisions contained in this section. Let's understand the meaning of Hindu under Section 2, Subsection 3 of the Hindu Marriage Act. What does it say? It says that any person who is covered under this act covers everybody to whom this act applies, even though he is not born as a Hindu or he is not a Hindu by religion. So any person who is covered under this act is a Hindu. This is what has been held by the Supreme Court of India about Hindutva and Hinduism in several cases. Supreme Court of India has explained the definition and use of the term Hindutva and its relationship with Hinduism in several court cases. Supreme Court has explained and defined this term Hindutva in many cases. Hinduism, Supreme Court has defined that Hinduism is only and only a way of life and nothing more, and it is inclusive in nature. In 1996, the Chief Justice of India, Shri P.B. Gajendra Katkar, with other 4 judges, wrote for the Supreme Court of India in Shastri Yagnapurush Das Ji and others versus Mool Das, Brudar Das, Vaishya and another that Hinduism is impossible to define. So in this judgment, an ardent Hindu like Shri Gajendra Katkar Ji and with 4 other judges, in this case, he defined that Hinduism is impossible to define. We cannot restrict a definition of Hinduism in few words or in few lines or the few paras. It's a way of life and nothing else. And it's a state of mind. So our court also described Hinduism is only a way of life and a state of mind. The Honorable Court adopted Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan's submission that Hinduism is complex and the theist and atheist, the skeptic and agnostic may all be Hindus if they accept the Hindu system of culture and life. As per Supreme Court, Hindutva is not hostility to any organized religion, nor does it proclaim its superiority of any religion to other. Hinduism is very complex to explain. It's very complex to explain. It includes different types of persons. It includes entirely different natured persons, followers of different philosophies, beliefs in life. So Hinduism is very difficult to explain and it's inclusive in nature. Hinduism is more a way of life than a form of thought. The Honorable Court judged that Hinduism historically has had an inclusive nature and it may broadly be described as a way of life and nothing more. But Dr. Radhakrishna told that people may be of different types, different beliefs, different philosophies, but all are included in Hindu. They may have different beliefs. Same, the Honorable Court judged and told on Hinduism that it's inclusive in nature and it's only a way of life. Hinduism is more a way of life than a form of thought. Hinduism insists not only religious conformity, but on a spiritual and ethical outlook in life. A Hindu is expected to have a religious and ethical outlook in life. For the Hindu, every religion is true if only its followers sincerely and honestly follow it. This aforesaid Yagnapurush Das Ji judgment, delivered in 1996 by Supreme Court, has influenced How the term Hindutva has been understood in later cases. In particular, the seven decisions of Supreme Court in 1990s that are now called the Hindutva judgments. As per one of these judgments is Manohar Joshi versus Nitin Bhaurao Patil and others on 11 December 1995, that the word Hindutva by itself does not invariably mean Hindu religion. It is the context and the manner of its use which is material for deciding the meaning of the word Hindutva in a particular text. It cannot be held that in the abstract the mere word Hindutva by itself invariably must mean Hindu religion. Let's understand the force of the argument that in this judgment, our Supreme Court decided that word Hindutva, only doesn't mean Hindu religion everywhere or every time. It is a meaning depends upon the situation where it has been used, in which context we are using it, or it has been used, in which sense it has been used. All these factors collectively describe the meaning of Hindutva wherever it has been used. It's not a mere word that has only one meaning and we can use that meaning everywhere. It depends upon the different things, as I told you, in which context, in which situation, where, in which sense we are using this word. Meaning of Hindutva depends on that. This ruling, delivered in 1995, which earned the nickname Hindutva judgment, and held that Hindutva, Hinduism, is a way of life of the people in subcontinent. It represents the culture of India and of all people of India, whether Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, Christian, etc., is a state of mind. Friends, I'm emphasizing Hinduism is one of the world's oldest religion. It has complex roots and involves a vast array of practices, inclusive in nature and host of deities. It's a plethora of forms and beliefs, the tremendous diversity of India, where most of its followers reside. Hinduism is unique. It is not a single religion, but a compilation of many traditions and philosophies. In another judgment, Dr. Ramesh Yashwant Prabhu versus Sri Prabhakar Kashinath Kunte, the Constitution Bench, after detailed discussion, indicated that no precise meaning can be ascribed to the term Hindu, Hindutva, and Hinduism, and no meaning in the abstract can confine it the narrow limits of the religion alone, excluding the content of the Indian culture and heritage. It is also indicated that the term Hindutva is related more to the way of life of the people in subcontinent. We cannot define or describe word Hindu. We cannot define, describes these words, Hindu, Hindutva, and Hinduism, in narrow limits of religion. It is simply a way of life. Hinduism is more than a religion. It is a culture, it is a way of life, and a code of behavior. This is reflected in a term Indians used to describe the Hindu religion, Sanatan Dharma, which means eternal faith. It's very difficult to describe these three words in narrow limits of religion. Without Indian culture, Indian heritage, content, it's impossible to define these words because we live these things in our day to day life, and that forms the meaning of this word Hindu. According to Sri Ram Jethmalani, an eminent jurist and criminal lawyer, Sri Ram Jethmalani, he was also the president of Supreme Court Bar Association one time. In 1995, he said that ordinarily Hindutva is understood as a way of life or a state of mind. It's not to be equated with or understood as religious Hindu fundamentalism. Describe that Hindutva is a way of life, is a state of mind. Hinduism and fundamentalism doesn't go together. Hinduism is impossible to define is the observation of the case Yagnapurushdas where Supreme Court has held when we think of Hindu religion, we find it difficult, if not impossible, to define Hindu religion or even adequately describe it. Hinduism embraces many religious ideas. For this reason, it is referred as a way of life or a family of religions as opposed to a single organized religion. Hindu believes in doctrine of samsara and karma. What is doctrine of samsara? The continuous cycle of life, death and incarnation, and Hindu believes in that doctrine of samsara. Unlike the other religions in the world, the Hindu religion does not claim any one God. It does not subscribe to any one dogma. It does not believe in any one philosophic concept. It does not follow any one set of religious rites. Hindu does not believe in one sect, one philosophy. Hindu beliefs and practices are enormously diverse, varying over time and among individuals, communities, and regional areas. Hinduism developed over many centuries from a variety of sources, cultural practices, sacred texts, and philosophical movements, as well as local popular beliefs. The combination of these factors in what accounts for the varied and diverse nature of Hindu practices and beliefs. Hinduism developed from several sources. I'm repeating. The combination of these factors is what accounts for the varied and diverse nature of Hindu practices and beliefs. Hinduism developed from several sources. Hinduism does not appear to satisfy the narrow traditional feature of any religion or the creed. It may broadly be described as a way of life and nothing more. As it has been developed from several philosophies, as I told you, several cultural practices, variety of sources. So it is not restricted. So it's very difficult to restrict it to the narrow traditional feature of any religion or creed. It is broadly described as a way of life, state of mind, and nothing more. Followers of Hindu Dharma are not followers of any Dharma. They may follow any Dharma as per their belief. Hindu Dharma followers are not followers of one Dharma as per their belief, as per their philosophy. They can follow many dharmas. Sikh can follow their own dharma, Jain can follow their own dharmas, Buddhist can follow their own. Few people worship Shiva, few Hanuman, few goddess Durga, few Sai Baba, few Ayappa Swami, but all of them are Hindu. Hindu Dharma is inclusive in nature, so all of them are Hindu. They are included in Hindu religion only. Friends, I will continue this topic in my next lecture. Thank you.